Welcome back. Now, Higher Education Minister Nzimande has dissolved the board of the National Student Financial Aid Scheme and placed it under administration. The move was influenced by the board's failure to address students' challenges, including the payment of allowances. So how does the move address students' problems and issues? Well, to discuss this further, I'm joined by the University of Pretoria SRC member Sicelo Ngwenya and Rise Mzansi's Youth and Student Chapters convener, Manaka. They join me in studio tonight. Thank you very much for your time. I really appreciate the opportunity to speak to some young voices in South Africa. Lawrence, I'm going to start with you. As the youth convener under Rise Mzansi, what are some of those pertinent and key issues that you think young people are challenged with in South Africa, specifically students?
Good evening, and thank you so much for having us on the show. We appreciate the time to be here speaking about youth issues, really. So I think one of the biggest problems that young people really are facing in this country, particularly students, is actually the funding problem, right, or the funding question. I think we've seen in the past few years that NSFAS has actually been falling apart with a lot of political parties, not just political parties, organizations such as OUTA and so many other organizations coming forth to actually alert the Minister of Higher Education that, look, this scheme is actually falling apart. But I think what we've seen from the minister has been a lot of denial that the scheme is actually falling apart, and this has actually served as a challenge to young people, because I mean, sometime this year, I traveled the country trying to engage young people, and I found myself at the University of at CPUT rather, and at CPUT we had students, close to 260 students that were sleeping outside, and this was because of NSFAS. NSFAS did not pull through basically just in time for students before they can come back to school. We're currently running a one meal student campaign where we're actually literally feeding thousands of students across the country, and this is because NSFAS is actually not coming to the picture.